we got the story yesterday from David Ornstein. Arsenal developing strong interest in Victor Gyokeres as possible striker signing. Andrea Berta, firm admirer of 26-year-old sporting forward, expected to figure prominently among AFC options and maybe more realistic than Isak.
I thought it was going for Sesko, isn't it? What's going on there?
That's what
He got rejected or something.
Because you see games like Villa this season where they drew 0-0 against Everton, losing against West Ham. That's 9 points if they have Gyokeres in their team. That is 9 points on the board. When I saw that news yesterday, brother, I can't lie.
That's what I wanted before. That was my first choice.
There's not really much. I see a lot of Arsenal fans are getting happy, like, yeah, Gyokeres. It's like, bro, all it is that he's gone up in their pecking order now, because obviously Isak looks unrealistic because of the price. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to go in for him. It just means that it's part of their list. But I'll be real, I think he was probably part of the list before. There's basically like 4 strikers if you deep it: Sesko, Gyokeres, Isak, and Osimhen. They're going to be on everyone's list.
Do you know what?
Everyone,
to that comment, it's no coincidence that Berta gets appointed and same day Gyokeres is getting briefed. I don't think he was that high on the pecking order. I think Arteta.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's gone up. I think he's gone up in the pecking order. If you read the article, I'm just saying that I'm not surprised by it. I would have expected Arsenal to be involved anyway. Do you get it?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. He was my first choice that I wanted anyway. But I take it as what stats don't tell you is the type of goals that they score and who they score against. And I saw him against us this season, and I was most of the time Saliba and Gabriel, they win all their battles against him. Even though they won the battle overall, he was a big problem, like in terms of his hold-up play and his 1-2s, and he even plays football. Like, he doesn't play football to kind of like, see, Isak's a similar mold to Jesus, 10 times better, but he's that drifting striker. Gyokeres gets the ball back to goal, 1-2s, looks to go direct back into the box. So it's like, it makes sense for us to go for it.
This is who United should have signed instead of Højlund, isn't it? Let's be honest, a guy with a track record of scoring goals. Yeah, I mean, like, this guy actually scores goals. You know, when United signed Højlund, the most goals this guy ever scored is 9 goals in a season. Gyokeres this year has scored 42 goals
in 46, isn't it, or something like that.
42 in 42 and 11 assists as well.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so you're buying a player that you know knows where the back of the net is. Do you know what I mean? And that's so fucking better than just like gambling, which is what United did. United gambled, didn't it? United went to the casino, and threw the money on green 0 in it and hoped that it came in. And guess what? It didn't come in. Yeah, what Arsenal look like they're doing, they're going to be signing a striker who's got that track record of scoring goals. You just need to feed the guy in it, put the chances on a plate, and put it in the back of the net. Score a hat trick again.
That's the thing. It'll be for me. I want listen. Gyokeres. I'm up. Listen, if Chelsea go get Gyokeres, I'm not complaining much. But the biggest concern that I've got for the guy is most of the goals I've watched of him scoring, bro. Man's in bare space, blood. Yeah, he's in so much. And it's one of them ones where it's like, most of the time, Arsenal, Chelsea, bro, you're going to be facing low blocks.
Yeah, low block. But he's a bully, though. He's a bully.
That's what I'm getting at. So I don't think he's going to overly struggle. That's the only thing in the back of my mind where I'm like, it's going to be a little bit of an adaptation period for him. Against
everyone's got their.
He usually plays against a lot of space. I'm telling you, most of the goals I see, Saeed, bro, I like Gyokeres. I would take him at Chelsea, 110%, bro. I'm just saying that's the only thing where I'm like,
yeah, no, I agree with that. But I think I've seen him play against us. And when he played against us, he was a handful. And I rate our centre backs highly. So that's what I'm going on.
Don, you could flip it, because from what I've seen of Gyokeres, he's got a variety of goals. I agree with you. The majority are with spacing behind. But where his stature's big and that he imposes himself, I reckon Saka whipping him balls from the right and him not attacking him. I think he's going to be one of them players that come in this league and actually hit the ground running. I know you get some strikers that it takes them a season.
He will.
But I reckon he'll come to this league and just hit the ground running. But I think it'll be a quality sign. Like, the rest of the league should be worried if Arsenal get Gyokeres.
Yeah, but I think he's a top finisher, like 110% up there, right? Better than Osimhen in terms of finishing. But I think actually in the box, I think Osimhen's actually better than him in the box, bro. And aerially, especially as well, bro. I don't
really rate Osimhen.
If Saka was whipping in those balls on the right to Osimhen, bro, he's getting minimum 5 assists season just from the header, bro. You know what I mean?
You know what it is though. Yeah. I think when you look at all these strikers,
Don's changed his tune.
Yeah.
I knew he would change his tune, bro. You know the guy's talking. You know,
your guy don't like I said his
salary caps and that. You know what I mean?
I never said his dead. I just said the peas. That's what the main thing was.
Yeah, you focused on the money, innit? But now you could have been in a title race if you would have signed.
Lost him, innit? You know, when you put the ball to his feet, like with Arsenal, like, is he gonna be the best in that environment? Like, I feel like there's pluses and negatives to all of these strikers, bro. It's just again who you gamble on, who you say right. Isak is the guy, but are you gonna get Isak? Is Isak gonna come? You know what I mean? He's gonna how much to like? It's a lot of money.
I'm saying from now, bro. Even if I think Newcastle get Champions League, but even if they don't, I think Isak staying. You know, there's all this talk and rumors. I think he's staying regardless, unless he forces the move and hands in a transfer request, which I can't see happening. I think it's that all this noise of Arsenal, Liverpool being linked to him. Of course, like, he can be linked to anyone, but I think even without Champions League, they're going to keep him another year. I think their president come out and said, like, that's one player, keep him. Like, he needs to stay in that. I think that will stay, regardless of what happens. I think he stays.
Yeah, but saying going back to your point, on Arsenal, right? They need a striker. Yeah, and as Don was saying, there's only a few strikers out there that are at a top level right now, yeah, because football's dead, isn't it? So it's about like their ambition and like what they want to do with the rest of the team. Isak, mint, yeah, he's probably like the big name, but he's gonna eat into a lot of your transfer budget, yeah, because he's gonna cost best part of 120, maybe even more. Then you've got Osimhen. Well, Arteta's not going to want Osimhen, mate. Yeah, because Arteta don't want no one who speaks up and says mad shit. Yeah, so he'll do that. So it's either going to be Sesko, who's more, I'd say, I think he falls more into a bit of a project player. Gyokeres, who's the perfect option, or then you go for someone a bit like a Vlahovic, someone like that, that's not going to please everyone. I think they'll get Gyokeres, Arsenal. I think they'll go for him.
Yeah.
How good is this guy? I've not watched him at all. Like,
you know what? I think this guy is the next Isak, bro. I'm telling you, like, I know you, man. Yeah, but the way
Newcastle said that if Isak is to go, they're gonna look for Ekitike. But the only thing I'm saying about Ekitike is his physicality. His physicality, I'm not 100% sure on.
He looks Margaret, innit?
Yeah, he's quite slim, kind of builds, tall, lanky, languid. But he's an excellent dribbler, but sometimes when he dribbles, he can dribble down blind alleys, like from when I've watched him. Do you understand? But he is good at dribbling. He's good at dribbling.
Now he's not an intelligent dribbler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, link up play.
You wouldn't be advising Arsenal to be signing this guy. He's been at Frankfurt for a year, isn't it? So why would you wouldn't be saying this is not what
you would never PSG on my budget.
Yeah, but he only played 30 games for him. Yeah, this is not.
People say he flopped it. He didn't really flop over there. He scored like a few goals there. He was playing against
4 goals in 33 games.
No, but I'm saying in terms of when he was there, right? When he played, like he worked like I remember a couple of the PSG fans were telling me like this guy's got something about him, bro. And he was playing alongside Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. And when he came on, he started to show a few bits and bobs and whatnot. So listen, I look at him and I'm like, it's a gamble, bro. You don't want to take that. Who's going to take that gamble?
No, and Arsenal are not at the gamble stage. Arsenal are at the way we need the fucking ball to put the ball in the back.
And that's what I was about to ask you, D. That's what I was about to ask you. Yeah,
Gyokeres or is that? Gyokeres or is that?
Let me ask you, D. If you sign Sesko, but how would you feel?
No, I hate Sesko. It's crap.
Real talk. Yeah, we play. Who's he play for, bro?
No.
Right, so we played Leipzig. Yeah, we played Leipzig about a year ago. Yeah. And the other striker was the better striker. Who's the other guy who plays? Who's the other striker that plays for Leipzig?
What's it?
Openda, yeah. Bro, he was fucking better than Sesko.
He's a running behind kind of guy. That's why.
He caused us mad. I think he scored as well.
Actually,
I like Openda.
He's good. I remember, bro. He was better than Sesko. He was a bit crap, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think he did score a hat-trick. He's got tech, Bob. He's got tech. I don't know why no one's really interested. Even last summer, I was surprised no one really went in for him.
Yeah, same.
You know, Sesko might have lost his opportunity, man, to maybe leave, but I don't know because now all of a sudden Sesko was hot property last year, and now is he really the most hot property this year?
But the Euros didn't do him any favors either because he had a terrible Euros, man.
Yeah. So he like really.
I think the director of football came in, and obviously Arteta's got his ideas. Arteta likes a brother that can defend high up. You know what I'm saying? Like a strike. He likes his attacking players to defend. So whether you're a striker, an attacking mid, whatever. That's why he employed Havertz in it. Havertz is like a a track bully, but he presses really well, innit? So when he was looking at Sesko's good, that same type of profile where he can defend high up, he's quite tall, lanky, can link the play, can hold the ball up, wherever, whatnot. So that's the reason why Arteta was looking at. But now with the new director of football, he's not going to be a yes man. Do you understand? He's got his own ideas, his own thoughts, and he's saying, "Rob, boom, I want this player." You know what I'm saying? And I wonder, it'll be interesting to see their relationship going down the line, Arteta and this new director